tier set bonuses. Let me see what the rest of you guys got. I checked like the tank ones really quick the day that it launched, that they launched the news about it, because frankly, you know, the DPS stuff, I test every DPS a little bit, but I just really don't know if like their 2 or 4 piece would be good or not. The blood one I thought was okay because the blood is like haste related. So blood 2 pieces, when a bone shield charge is consumed, you have a 20% chance to generate 1 rune. After 10 bone shield charges are consumed, gain 10% damage and haste for 10 seconds. What if you're like super overpowered and you like don't consume a charge or something? I don't know. Like, I mean, I think honestly, I think it's an okay. I like the theme of their stuff. I'm pretty sure you can even use Tombstone, right? You can probably use Tombstone to accelerate this as well. I feel like it should be like, I feel like the haste effect should last longer for blood DKs. For the time that it would take to consume 10 bone shield charges, and then you get that 10%. Oh, it's 10% damage and haste for 10 seconds. I would put that at 20. I don't know. I feel like Death Knights are going to find clever ways to like expend their shields on purpose and before pulls and stuff or whatever, just for like the extra damage and the extra haste. I feel like they're going to. I feel like there's going to be some shenanigans going on there. Let's see, Frost DKs. So these I haven't read the DPS ones yet. Obliterate and Frost Scythe. I know those 2 abilities. Critical strike damage is increased by 15%. Obliterate and Frost Strike have a 50% chance to not consume Killing Machine. Okay. Oh. I know what that means. I just don't think that is that exciting for Frost DKs? I don't know. Any Frost DKs in chat? Like, Unholy, bursting a festering wound grants your ghoul vile infusion, increasing their damage and attack speed by 10% for 5 seconds. Oh, I like that. That sounds fucking great. That sounds OP. Your primary ghoul's attacks have a 15% chance to increase your damage and haste by 10% for 8 seconds. This chance is increased during vile infusion. That's awesome. See, that's a good 2-4 piece set right there. Unholy DKs must be happy about that one. Demon Hunter Havok, Chaos Strike and Blade Dance chance to critically strike is increased by 5%, and their critical strike damage is increased by 10%. Chaos Strike and Blade Dance have a 20% chance. Increased damage you deal by 8% for 6 seconds. Your critical strikes increase this chance. Yeah, you also notice that like a lot of the 2 and 4 piece sets are very, very similar, right? It's like very uniform this time around. Like, I'm not saying it's not unique, but it seems like the wording and the verbiage in how they're doing these 2 and 4 piece sets are very, very similar between classes so far. Vengeance is Shear and Fracture. Deal 20% more damage, generate 20% more fury, and have a 15% chance to generate an additional soul fragment. That's like crazy for a 2-piece set, by the way. Because the generating more fury, I thought, has been the problem for Vengeance on beta. Since Fracture now costs more fury to use than before, and even Soul Bomb costs more fury to use than before, unless they changed it. Yeah, I mean, do I even have to read the 4-piece set? I mean, I would just take the 2-piece set and just not wear the 4-piece set. Let's read the 4-piece set. Spirit Bomb and Soul Cleave have a 12% chance to deal. So these would be like your spenders. So these are what generate your fury. These is what's going to spend it. Spirit Bomb and Soul Cleave have a 12% chance to deal 50% more damage and cause targets they hit to deal 50% less damage to you for 8 seconds. Like, this is a great 2 and 4 piece set, I would say right here. This is very, very nice because the 2-piece set focuses on generating resources, damage, and getting soul fragments, which go into you using your Spirit Bomb and Cleave to take less damage. Yeah, that's like amazing. Like, why can't Blizzard use this logic for all the tanks in their 2 and 4 piece set? Yeah, this is a great 2-4 piece set. This is actually awesome. A 12% chance to unreliable. Yeah, but I mean, no matter what, it's still a good chance. The problem is, like, this is predictable. This is not predictable. So we'll see. We'll see how much this actually procs. Let's see. Druids. Balance. Star Surge and Starfall increase the damage of your next Wrath or Starfire by 50%, stacking up to 3 times. Okay. When you enter Eclipse, your next Star Surge or Starfall costs no astral power and deals 50% increased damage. All right, so like Boomkin Giga damage stuff. All right. Feral, Rip and Ferocious Bite damage increased by 5%. That's it. What is this, a Blizzard? What is this, a fucking retail hotfix? This is what they do to Ferals. Ferals don't get nothing interesting. They get, oh, did they just get an increase in damage like they do every expansion when everyone complains about Ferals? Ferals are fucking shit. What do we do? Blizzard, what do we do? Increase all damage for all abilities by 5%. All right. Four-piece set. Finishing moves grant 1% crit for each combo point spent for 5 seconds. I guess. I don't know. I'm not like, honestly, I'm not even talking about like sheer power. I'm just talking about like how they sound to me, and like this sounds boring. It's just like I'm sure a lot of these tier sets are going to change over the next like 6-7 weeks for sure. I mean, shit. I mean, we won't even see tier sets for another 2+ months because of the raid coming out, right? So, Guardian Druid. Gore has a 5% increased chance to trigger. Gore also increases Mangle's damage by 10%. Nobody cares about Gore, Blizzard. Holy shit, man. I hate Gore. Mangle and Thrash deal 5% increased damage. Mangle heals you for 100% of the damage it deals. All right. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what's well, I guess we have to check what the current increased chance for Gore to trigger is. So it's a 15% chance right now, so that 2-piece set gives it a 20% chance. Which is I guess okay, but I mean, like, you think about it, right? All you're getting in this 2-piece set is you know, a chance to trigger Gore, and then it'll do more damage. So you still have to kind of not fish for it, but just, you know, use your abilities to try and trigger it. I mean, it does trigger a lot. But, you know, you go back to the Vengeance 2-piece set, it's just pure damage. And it's all the time, and there's no RNG to it. Besides the fragment stuff, right? Like, and then the Mangle and Thrash dealing 5% increased damage. I don't know. Would have been cool if they would have gone with like the whole like Laser Bear kind of mentality and done some like Moonfire stuff with their 2- and 4-piece set. Restoration, Rejuve, Life Bloom, Wild Growth, Efflorescence, and Tranquility. Chance to critically heal is increased by 10%. Ooh. Efflorescence critical heals increase the healing of your next Wild Growth by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. Okay, that's cool. Life Bloom critical heals reduce the cooldown of Nature's Witness by 2 seconds. All right, that's good. Impressed by 4-piece, not impressed by 2-piece. Here we go. Evoker. Evoker's Devastation DPS 2-piece bonus set. Let's see. Increases Empower Spells chance to critically strike by 5%. And Empower Spells increase your chance to critically strike by 5% for 6 seconds. So those are like Eternity Surge and the Fire one, right? 5% though. I don't know. Second part's pretty good. The first part's like whatever. 4-piece set. Empower spells have a 25% chance to grant you 6 seconds of Fury of the Aspects without causing sated. Ooh. Okay. All right. I see you, Devastation Evoker. Even though your DPS is shit and Blizzard refuses to buff you again after getting Giga nerfed. But yeah, I see you. So basically they have like Lust up for 6 seconds. Based off empowered spells. 5% for 2 to 3 abilities in a 6-second window. Yay. That's their Lust, right? Fury of the Aspects. Preservation Healer, 2-set bonus. Empower spells increase Reversion's chance to critically heal by 5% for 6 seconds. 4-piece set. Reversion healing has a chance to cause your next Living Flame to cast instantly and deal 20% increased damage or healing stacking up to 2 times. That sounds pretty cool. Trying to concentrate a lot on the empowered spells aspect of it all. Let's see. Hunter Beast Mastery. What we got? Kill command damage increased by 10%, and it has a 10% chance to reset the cooldown of Barb Shot. All right. Barb Shot has a 50% chance to make your next Cobra Shot or multi-shot consume no focus. Okay. And any BM hunters like that or don't like that. I think it's a really good 4-piece set. Very basic, but I think it's going to be effective, right? There's nothing fancy about it. It's good. Yeah. It's going to be effective. Marksmanship. Arcane shot and multi-shot critical hits cause your next aim shot to cast 50% faster and cause the target to bleed for 20% of damage dealt over 6 seconds. Okay, that's awesome. Ranged auto attacks have a 10% chance to give your next arcane shot or multi-shot a 100% chance to critically hit. So this kind of works like backwards, right? Is this like a shouldn't this be the 2-piece and then this be the 4-piece? Or something? I guess it doesn't matter. They both interact with each other the same way. Because you're looking for the critical hits of your arcane and multi-shot, but your range attacks in the 4th-piece set give you that chance to critically hit. Yeah, it feels like that's like either a typo or a mishap or something. Survival. Raptor Strike, Mongoose Strike, Carve, and Butchery damage increased by 10%. So basically, nothing to do with amazing wildfire bombs. 4-piece set. Raptor Strike, Mongoose Strike, Carve, and Butchery have 10% chance to make your next Raptor Strike, Mongoose Strike, Carve, and Butchery cost no focus. Man, this is going to be a hell of a like, can they word it easier? How many times do I got to say Raptor Strike, Moon Strike, Carve, Butchery, Raptor Strike, Moon Strike, Carve, Butchery? Like, okay. I don't know. That's whatever on survival. Survival back into the cave you go. All right, Magi. Here's Magi. Arcane. For each arcane charge, I know what that is. An arcane blast critical strike chance is increased by 5%. An arcane explosion critical strike chance is increased by 3%. All right, well, 5 and 3% seems kind of low. When Arcane Blast or Arcane Explosion critically strike at least one target, the critical strike chance of your next Arcane Barrage is increased by 10%, stacking up to 4 times. Fire. Pyroblast and Flame Strikes cast with Hot Streak deal 10% increased damage. I like that so far, because I understand what that means. Fire Blast, Phoenix Flames, and Fireball deal 10% increased damage, and their chance to critically strike is increased by 10%. I like it. Very basic, a lot of damage, just numbers. Not really too complicated about this. You don't got to really think too much when you do this one, right? Like, I like that. I like 2 and 4-piece sets that are good, interesting, do a lot of damage, and don't make you think that much. Then there's ones that are just boring. Like Frost 2-piece set. Like Ice Lance and Frozen Orb damage increased by 10%. I mean, this is a hotfix, is what this is. This is a hotfix put into a 2-piece set, just like Feral Druid, you know? Consuming Fingers of Frost increases blizzard damage by 25% and frost damage by 50% for 6 seconds. I like that, though. I played Frost for the first time when the beta first came out, and I learned a little bit of the Frost ways. All right, Monkaronis. Brewmaster. So, yeah, this is the one that I didn't really read too well the first time around because there was, like, new wording. Hitting an enemy with Tiger Palm or Spinning Crane Kick grants Brewmaster's Rhythm, increasing damage dealt and reducing damage taken by 1% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. So we're talking about 4% damage reduction by just using Tiger Palm or Spinning Crane Kick. Which I'm assuming in a Mythic Plus, if you just Spinning Crane Kick a trash mob with 4 mobs, that's going to be your 4%, right? Because it says hitting an enemy. So if you hit multiple enemies, it should give you just, boom, 4% for 10 seconds. Single target, obviously, you know, you would keep, if you take the Tiger Palm talent, you would just keep that up anyway. You just got to make sure you hit one or the other every 10 seconds, right? And then for each stack of Brewmaster's Rhythm, so let's say 4, Purifying Brew clears 3% more of your damage delayed with stagger. So that would be 12%. So basically, you can actually... Now, here's the thing, though. Does it consume the stack? Does it consume Brewmaster's Rhythm when you purify? Or if you keep up the buff the entire time, are you always just going to be purifying 12% of your stagger? Because that would be awesome. Yeah, I would rate the Brewmaster one maybe like a solid 7 out of 10 or something. I like interesting 2 and 4 piece sets, but sometimes the ones that make you think too much are the ones that confuse you. Take it out word and assume it doesn't. Yeah, I'm assuming it doesn't consume, because I think the wording would be for each stack of Brewmaster's Rhythm consumed, right? That's what it would say. Purifying Brew clears 3% more of your damage delayed with stagger. So yeah. Mistweaver. But yeah, I mean, I like the Brewmaster one. Damage reduction. Nothing really. Damage. More about damage reduction, not about damage done. We got Mistweaver here. Healing from your enveloping mist, Essence Font, and Vivify is increased by 15% on targets with your renewing mist, which I think you always have. That's great so far. Essence Font and Vivify healing are increased by 10%, and your renewing mist on targets healed by Essence Font are extended by 1 second for each heal. All right, Mistweavers. I mean, look, man, if Mistweavers end up being awesome, all right, and they end up being like one of the main healers you bring to a raid, that just means I don't have to Brewmaster. So, you know, I'm down for that. Better healing than Evoker. True. Windwalker. 2-piece set bonus. Fist of Fury increases the damage dealt by your next 2 Rising Sun kicks or Spinning Crane kicks by 30%. Fist of Fury now enhances your next 3 Rising Sun kicks or Spinning Crane kicks, and enhanced kicks increase your versatility during your next Fist of Fury by 5%, stacking up to 3 times. That's pretty interesting. And that seems like a lot of fucking damage. Here's something you have to remember, right? Like, all of these abilities, all of these 2 and 4 piece sets, you have to think about how they're going to be increased by all of this, right? Normally you would have like, you know, like 7 talents or whatever to look at and be like, all right, this is how my 4-piece set works with my 7 talents. Now you got to see, how does my 4-piece set work with my 61 chosen talents? You know, like I think in the monk tree, there's already a Rising Sun kick, 70% increased damage, and Spinning Crane kick damage by 10% talent, right? That you take with 2 points. I mean, that's going to be crazy for Windwalkers once they choose that and they get this 2-piece set. Windwalker's going to be like, bring on the Gigapulls. Yeah, right? Windwalker's going to be the one yelling at tanks, pull faster, pull more trash, pull more mobs. You're not pulling fast enough. Please pull harder. All right, here we go. Paladin. Disappointments. Get ready for the disappointment to set in, kids. Let's see. Holy Shock increases the critical hit chance of your next heal within 10 seconds by 10%. 4-piece set. When your direct healing spells critically strike, your next Holy Shock deals 30% increased damage or healing. That's good. That's actually fucking awesome. Let's see. Protection. Avenger's Shield grants you versatility of light, increasing the versatility of you and your closest ally by 4% for 4 seconds. So this looks like a set that's gonna just, you're always popping Avenger's Shield, right? No matter what. Grand Crusaders doesn't even work right now on the beta. So once that does, basically you're getting a 4% verse at all times in a dungeon or raid, and you're probably giving it to your off tank. So it's like the 2-piece set for you and your tank in the raid, because more than likely he's going to be your closest ally. Now, if it would have been closest ally within X amount of yards, that would have been pretty awesome. But that also could be too overpowered, because it's like giving your entire raid or melee like a Vantis rune, right? Let's see. 4-piece set. Casting Hammer of the Righteous or Blessed Hammer increases your parry. Whatever. Parry. When does a Prot Paladin ever cared about parry? By X% for Y seconds, and extends the duration of versatility of light by 1 second. So you're basically just rotationally, you know, prioritizing Avenger Shield to get versatility of light up, and then you're just naturally always hitting Blessed Hammer anyway. So what I'm wondering is, how high can you extend this for? Wait, when it says extended duration, does that mean that it's just going to be 5 seconds repeated? Like the buff is just going to say 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds? Or can we stack this shit to like 5 minutes throughout the course of an encounter? Yeah, because I could definitely see some real fucking like I could see some degen shit with that. You know, like you know, not letting a trash mob die before the next boss and just like stacking it up to like fucking 5 minutes or some shit. I'm guessing it might cap at 5 and just keep up, you know, might just keep repeating. But that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like this. If they're gonna do this, the 2-piece set should just be a flat damage reduction. If you're gonna try and be like this cute about it, just go Feral Druid mode, bro. Just I hit Avenger Shield and I just take 5% less damage because you no longer allow my Avenger Shield to generate holy power, and we need something when our Shield of the Righteous is down in the early stages of the expansion when our haste is fucking shit. That's exactly what the 2-piece set should say. That big paragraph I just said, that's what it should say. I think Sloot tweet about this was spot on. Oh shit. New Age Doomer Sloot. Doomer Ted, what did he say? Hey, he's actually right though. All complaints for the tier bonuses revealed for DF Season 1 being basic need to remember that the majority of first expansion tier sets were always simple. They ramp up in design and depth by expansions and on purpose, especially going into an expansion with a massive talent system overhaul. Wow. Not a Doomer post. Go. I'm proud of you, Ted. Retribution 2-set bonus. Blades of Justice and Judgment grant Crusader's strength, increasing the damage of your next Crusader strike or consecrate by 100%, stacking up to 2 times. There you go, boys. More consecrate stuff for you Ret Paladins. All right, I thought that was the thing, right? Ret Paladins love consecrate in this expansion. That's their jam, dude. King Slayer Yotam. What's going on, man? Fucking cat. Fuck off. Oh, man. When you consume Crusader Strength, the damage of your next Blade of Justice is increased by 50% for each stack of Crusader Strength consumed. Okay. The 4-piece set sounds pretty good. Fucking useless. We'll just skip over Paladin and not really go too much into that. Priests for Disc. Power Word Shield increases the effectiveness of your next direct damage or healing spell by 10%. Penance increases the strength of your next Power Word Shield by 100% of its damage and 30% of its healing. I like it. I like it. Very basic. I like it. And it's effective. Holy. Casting Prayer of Mending reduces the cast time of your next heal of prayer or heal or prayer of healing by 1 second. Increases the Holy Word cooldown reduction effect by 2 seconds. Wow. When Holy Word Serenity or Holy Word Sanctify finish their cooldown, you gain 15% critical strike chance for 8 seconds. I like it. Shadow. Mind Blast increases the damage of your next Devouring Plague or Mind Seer by 20%, stacking up to 3 times. And you're mind blasting a lot as a Shadow Priestess expansion, right? Don't you have like 3 or 4 charges of that shit? 4-set bonus. Devouring Plague and Mind Seer increase your haste by 5% for 8 seconds. Yeah, I guess. God, sad day to be a Pally main. I still think Prot Paladins can be saved if we can see what kind of damage and survivability they do, you know, with their actual talents not bugged. Assassination. 2-piece set. Envenom also increases your weapon poisons damage by 10%. Simple. Love it. When your weapon poisons deal direct damage, you have a 50% chance to gain septic wounds, increasing your bleed damage by 2% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Love it. That's the fantasy. That's the ass fantasy right there. Poisons, damage, bleeds, stacks of bleeds all over your face. I like that one. That seems like one of those like 2 and 4-piece sets where you're just going to get a lot of damage out of it. And you don't got to do a lot of work to get it done, you know? Like, this is something you probably don't even need to fucking track or some shit like in a weak aura. It's just going to happen like naturally, right? Outlaw. Dispatch increases the damage of your next Sinister Strike or Ambush by 20% per combo point spent. I like that too. Half-cost uses of Pistol Shot granted by Sinister Strike. That's, okay. That's a proc thing. Increase the damage of your next Dispatch by 50%. All right, I like that. 4-piece, you know, benefiting from the 2-piece. Sub Rogue, which I hate to play. Eviscerate and Black Powder Increases the damage and critical strike of your next backstab, shadow strike, or shuriken storm by 2% per combo point spent. Backstab, shadow strike, and shuriken storm critical strikes increase the damage of eviscerate and rupture by 15% and the damage of black powder by 8% for 6 seconds. Yeah, see, all this, we were doing real good here with the, with the simplicity of the 2 and 4 piece set. And sub always has to come in with some like convoluted shit, make it all complicated. Gonna make fucking poor luck those, lose more hair, doing more weak auras. Too much reading. Sub only good with all 4 pieces, apparently. Shamans. Where are my shamans in chat, bro? Let's see. Sub always seems to have a lot going, harder to define every time, bro. Shaman, elemental 2-piece set, 4-piece set bonus, lightning bolt, chain lightning, and lava burst. Okay, y'all do that all the time. Increase the damage of your next earth shock or earthquake by 2 to 3%, stacking 10 times. What? Say again? Can you repeat that in my right ear? I didn't quite hear that one. Lightning bolt, chain lightning, and lava burst increase the damage of your next earth shock or earthquake by 2 or 3%, stacking up to 10 times. That's broken. They're gonna fix that. Now, casting earth shock or earthquake from your 2-piece set increases your mastery by 10% for 10 seconds. Yeah, okay. I can't even really say anything about this because it's gonna probably get nerfed after we see how much damage they can do. I don't get that 2 or 3%. Maybe the game will just make a choice for you. We'll just roll the dice and you'll have a good time. Ellie already got nerfed. Well, there you go. Now you're stronger. Now you just have to wait 6 weeks into the expansion to get your 4-piece set. Congratulations, casuals. Go sit in the fucking group finder for 8 hours looking for a group. Enhancement. Enhancement, 2-piece set bonus. Storm Strike increases the damage of your next Lava Lash by 10% and causes it to generate 1 additional stack of Maelstrom Weapon. All right. Consuming Maelstrom Weapon stacks reduces the cooldown of Storm Strike, Lava Lash, Crash Lightning, Flame Shock, or Frost Shock by 0.5 seconds per stack chosen randomly. Ooh. I don't know how Enhancement Shamans think about this. RNG in a 4-piece set like that. I don't know. Yeah, randomly. I don't know. Why isn't it really? Why isn't it just like deterministic or something? Too much gamba. It should just reduce the cooldown of. I would say if it just reduced the cooldown of Storm Strike and Lava Lash by 0.5 seconds per stack. I guess they're trying to incorporate the other rotational abilities, right, into the 4-piece set. Even though the 2-piece set really only concentrates on Storm Strike and Lava Lash. But also the Maelstrom Weapon too, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. See, I was just about to say that, Aqua. Like, aren't the cooldowns of these abilities already kind of low? Yeah, I guess if you remove this and keep it at Storm, Lava, and Crash, then maybe that's better. I don't know. Here we go. Resto Shaman. While Healing Stream Totem, Cloudburst Totem is active, your chance to critically strike is increased by 10%. Okay. When the Healing Stream Totem, Cloudburst Totem expires or dies, you gain 10% haste for 10 seconds. Dies or expires. What if you replace it? Because isn't there like a talent for 2 charges of Healing Stream Totem? Like what happens if you put one down and then put one down on top of the one that you just put down? Does that count as the other one expiring and you refreshing your 10% haste? So does that mean that Resto Shamans are just going to have 10% haste for like the entirety of an encounter? I don't think they stack. Well, I'm not saying stack, refresh. I mean, you don't have to, but if you did, I mean, I'd check out the interaction with it. Warlock. Here we go. Warlocks. Oh, Warlocks, the most underpowered class in the game. Give us more stuff. We're warlocks. Affliction 2-piece set. When Agony grants you a soul shard, you have a chance to gain Cruel Inspiration, increasing your haste by 12% for 6 seconds. 4-piece set. Cruel Inspiration, which grants you the haste, also grants 2 charges of Cruel Epiphany, up to 5 charges. Each charge of Cruel Epiphany increases the damage of your next Malefic Rupture or Seed of Corruption by 40%. Okay. Okay, Blizzard. Sure. Warlock Ober. Warlock Ober. You motorboat son of a bitch, you. She's still in the house. Oh, man. Yeah, that will get nerfed for sure. Yeah, in 10.2 probably, after they realize it. Demonology 2-piece set. Demon Bolt and Fellstorm damage increased by 20%. There you go. Very basic. Demo damage. Okay. Demon Bolt has a chance to make your next Hand of Gul'dan instant and deal 50% increased damage. All right, well, that's kind of crazy. Okay. All right, Warlocks, we see you. We see you, Warlocks. Destruction. Let's see. 2-piece set bonus for Destruction. Consuming Soul Shards has a chance to grant you Chaos Maelstrom, increasing your critical strike chance by 10% for 10 seconds. During that time of Chaos Maelstrom, your Chaos Ball, Conflagrate, and Incinerate critical strikes explode on the target. Okay. Dealing 10% of damage dealt to enemies within 8 yards. Damage reduced beyond 5 targets. All right. Okay. So we just out here having Chaos Bolt fucking exploding on people, huh? All right. Yeah, you know, just let the little green fireball just destroy everything in sight. Oh my god. What is it with this 10% damage? Why can't it just be like static? Like, can we Blizzard, can we meet in the middle? You know, what is this, like Rick from Pawn Stars? Like, you know, can you do 5? Can you do 9? I can't do 9. Best I can offer is 5. You know, we gotta go to the devs and have them, you know, take the paperwork to the project manager. The project manager, that all costs a lot of money. Then we gotta ship all that stuff over to, you know, and it's just a whole headache. And you know, 5% best I could do. That's it. 5% best I could do. All right, Warrior. Arms, mortal strike and cleave damage and chance to critically strike increased by 10%. Okay. Mortal strike, cleave, and execute critical strikes increase your damage and critical strike chance by 5% for 6 seconds. Say all that shit fast 10 times, by the way. All right, that's whatever. Now that I've read Warlock talent 2 and 4-piece set, nothing else really seems exciting. Fury 2-piece set. Executioner's chance to critically strike increased by 10%. Okay. Seems kind of low. Sudden Death's chance to reset the cooldown of Execute and make it usable by any target regardless of health is greatly increased. All right, well, that does it. There you go. We don't even know by how much. We just know it's going to greatly increase. Okay. Yeah, execute a lot, I guess, right? Protection, Revenge, which you hit a lot, and there's a lot of talents for, and does a lot of damage. Grants you Vanguard's Determination, increasing your damage done and reducing damage you take by 4% for 5 seconds. Why can't Prot Paladin have this? We hit Avenger Shield, and me and some other guy gets 4% versatility. That's it. Which is, I don't even know how much damage reduction and damage done is 4% versatility, by the way. Anyone know? Warriors just hit Revenge, and they just do more damage and take less damage. Done. And it's always up. Yeah, like, why do we got to be 2% less, man? Won't that be 100% of the time? Yeah, for both Prot and Prot Warrior. So the 4-piece set is during Vanguard's Determination. Gain Ignore Pain equal to 10% of the damage you deal. So you're telling me So at this point, you just have to do what I've been doing on beta with my Prot Warrior. It's just I don't even have Ignore Pain on my fucking bars anymore. Because between Outburst and this, I just whatever. It's just always up. Like, yeah, I don't think you ever actually have to probably hit Ignore Pain. And you got fucking like 10% leech and shit already. All right, I don't know. I would say out of all the tanks, I don't know, man. It's hard to say for the tanks alone. I think Bear is dead last for me. I think their 2 and 4 piece set is Garbo. I don't like it at all. I would say probably Prot and Blood DK are in a close second. I don't know. I don't know why I don't like Blood's 2 and 4 piece set. I guess it all depends on like how many how fast you can consume Bone Shield charges. I would say I think Vengeance is my favorite. I don't play Vengeance, but I like Vengeance. I think Vengeance, Prot Warrior, and Brewmaster are good. Yeah, for sure. Like the Vengeance 2-piece set is amazing. It's just 20% damage, 20% more Fury generation, and a chance for additional soul fragments. That's glorious. And that's a lot of damage too. Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah, Shattering Bones for Blood DK. For consuming the charges. Yeah. So you might actually have this up a lot. And with those, yeah, might be good for Mythic Plus. Surprise, surprise. What about healers? I don't know much about healers. If I had to guess from all the healing ones that I did read, like Mistweaver seems pretty fucking awesome. I think Discipline 2 and 4 piece set sounded pretty good. Resto Shaman one's nice. I mean, it's always haste. You're the Crane. Yeah. Now the question is, which DPS ones are the most overpowered that we've read? I think Ellie has to be number 1. I think Elemental Shaman has to be number 1. I think it has to be like Ellie Shaman, Affliction Warlock, probably Windwalker, and then Balanced Druid, just because of its simplicity, but the amount of damage it's going to put out. And obviously, I'll give Feral the dead last fucking place for damage because there was no really, they didn't really invent anything by, I don't know, it's just so basic. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, all right, that was good though. I'm sure everyone has an opinion on it. It's 8 o'clock. Let's open up our, look at that. We finished right at 8 o'clock to open up our vault.